What is play? What is play-based learning? And how can we understand play through a theoretical perspective? Why is play so important for my child's growth, especially during early years? These are some questions many parents often have, and this video has been created to explore and answer them. Play may look different for every child. For one, it might be building towers, and for another, it might be pretend cook. Play is one of the most natural and powerful ways children learn. It is simply a personal journey that supports physical, mental, and emotional growth of a child. And what's the connection between play and learning? This is where play takes a whole new meaning. As we know, play comes naturally to children. Play-based learning in early childhood is built on this very natural strength, supporting children to explore and create their own understanding of the world rather than limiting them to structured education. Teachers play an intentional role here in the process by planning, observing, and guiding children's learning experience to help them develop lifelong skills. As an author explained in her article, intentional play-based learning is an individual learning experience designed by recognizing a child's strength, interests, and abilities to spark their passion for learning. One way of doing this in early childhood is by including a five-step process: noticing, recognizing, responding, evaluating, and revisiting to ensure that the learning is meaningful, individualized, and supported by letting children to simply enjoy being. Moving on to the theoretical perspective of play. It is important to note that play has been studied and researched for so many years. Let's understand the significance of the historical and contemporary theories of play in early childhood. To begin with, some of the earliest theories of play were based on psychological and evolutionary aspects, and four main historical theories were introduced. Starting from surplus energy, it suggested that play helps children burn the extra energy through physical activity. However, it has no explanation as to why children with low energy are still able to play, even after they are tired. Despite the limitations, this theory has actually set the groundwork for the creation of playgrounds and outdoor play. However, relaxation theory is quite contradictory to the surplus theory. The theorists define play as a way to restore energy rather than expand it. In fact, it's a form of relaxation. Still, both the surplus energy and relaxation energy viewed play as something that has no education, which of course a perspective challenged by modern research. Practice or pre-exercise theory suggested that play prepares children for adult life. And for instance, imagine a child caring for its doll. This is seen as a practice for future parenting. This theory has actually only explained one of play's many purposes, and it goes far beyond than just developing parenting skills. Here, the child is also developing physical, cognitive, and emotional growth by pretending to be a mother because she is using her physical ability to hold and move the baby while expressing care. This may seem simple, but it's shaping important skills. The last one, recapitulation theory, is an attempt to connect biology and reflect human evolution and ancestral behavior. However, there is no evidence to support this claim. While early theorists did offer valuable insight, it couldn't actually capture the depth and the true value of play. In fact, in the 20th century, more researchers through science and further research actually highlighted how children learn and develop valuable skills through play. The contemporary theories in play include psychoanalytical, arousal, metacommunicative, and cognitive theories, helping educators understand the broad role of play. The contemporary perspective emphasized that play is a holistic tool for development of a child. While the historical theories did have its limitations and now outdated, it did set the foundation for the development of these perspectives. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Play is not just having fun. When a child jumps, they build strength and balance. If they play with blocks, it's problem solving. Whether your child is reading, drawing, or pretending, it is shaping who they are and who they will become. Play takes so many different forms, and no single theory can explain it all. Contemporary perspectives remind us that as parents and educators, we should encourage and gently guide them while giving them the space to explore. And by doing so, we are not only bringing up happier and healthier children, but also capable adults. By now, we know that play can happen in different ways, and this image consists of 16 different types of play a researcher introduced. Let me share a personal experience of my niece. One day when I walked into the hallway, I found cushions and toys everywhere. At first, I couldn't quite figure out what was she up to, but she told me she was building a cozy bedroom by testing how soft the cushions were. This type of play is called exploratory play. She was learning through touch and movement. Then she started to build a structure. She told me it was a house, and that's constructive play. We talked about furniture and appliances, and she learned a few new words as well. Children don't need structured lessons to learn. They just need time, space, and trust for a lifelong learning. And they begin right here. Play-based learning is a powerful tool for a child's overall growth. When we understand the value of play-based approach, we can see how simple activities contribute to a holistic development of a child. Let's understand some learning domains. Imagine a group of children are engaged in an active outdoor play. Teachers have set up a game where different shapes are hidden around the play area. As they run around to find them, they build physical skills. By naming the shapes or remembering where they've looked, they've developed cognitive skills. They also strengthen social and emotional skills as they work together while communicating. A simple activity like this can develop a child immensely. And did you know that by connecting learning and play, we are actually preparing our children to a world that's ever changing without adding any pressure, instead by honoring the right to a meaningful childhood. And that is the ultimate goal of play-based learning. As a teacher, I would implement open-ended sessions allowing children to explore what they see. For example, I would set up a box with loose parts, encouraging exploratory play where children can feel what they see, categorize, transform, or just find what interests them. This type of play with loose parts is recognized as one of the most effective ways for a neurological development. I would also encourage pretend play. For example, a pretend grocery shop will allow children in a socio-dramatic play, imaginative type of play, and communication play because this is a shared experience where they will collaborate. Construction play also provides valuable development. I would encourage children to collect natural materials to build structure or art, developing creativity and persistence. In the end, there is no single definition to explain play. Nor can one single theory explain all play. What is clear is, however, that play is absolutely essential for children. Play set the foundation for a lifelong learning.